God, that chair's taller.
It is.
Now that chair's taller. You're taller than me.
All right, we're all adjusted here. Video number 97, Q&A.
You're too close.
I'm too close?
Make your head big.
I'm back.
There, that's better.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started with K-Nurse 19. Where do you order the fabric with the pictures? And where can we buy the Christmas CD? The Christmas CD, I just have to send it to you because that one's not on iTunes. So if you want me to send that to you, just go to my email and tell me, and I'll send it to you. Just give me your address. And my email is roseanneorgil@yahoo.com.
Do you pay for shipping? Or?
Well, they pay me. Whoever wants the CD.
Oh, okay.
And it's usually like $10 for the CD and to mail it and everything. And where do you order the fabric with the pictures? And I order it from Walmart, and it just comes on the fabric. It's just wonderful.
That's
it's really
part
nice.
of their process of doing it.
Yeah. And I just have it come right to my house and everything. So.
And tell them you actually make it into you can make it into a quilt.
You can make it into a quilt, or you can just give it as a gift as is, and you can have it mailed somewhere else if you're giving it as a gift.
What I prefer to do
it's
is
about $50.
Is make it a wall picture, so to speak. I put the whole
Yeah.
thing, like in my room I have one up
Yeah,
on
you
the
have
wall.
Amy's up there. Okay, and that was from K-Nurse 19. Okay, Bonnie Barber, that is such a great gift, and it's beautiful.
KC.
Oh, KC Nurse, sorry, KC Nurse. 19. Okay, and Bonnie Barber, this is such a great gift, and it's beautiful. That she's talking about the picture blanket, and I'll post a video on a DIY on how I did that. I wonder how they get those pictures on the fabric. Which two of your siblings are left? And I do one each year for whoever's name I have, and I have Elisa and Ben left. 2 more left, and then I'll be done. So that'll be 13 years I've been doing it. Okay, you read the next one.
You're a creature of habit.
I am. I'm a creature. I know, and it's amazing how they get those pictures on there.
Okay, this is from David Clark McCall. What is your guy's favorite pie? Mine is pumpkin pie. That little animal eating the grape. What kind of animal is it? He was adorable.
It's called a sugar glider.
Oh, where can I get a sugar glider? On Amazon? They ship them all over the world.
Yeah, that's when I put it in parentheses.
That's your answer.
When I put it in parentheses, I that's my answer. Yeah, I love pumpkin pie too.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's answering his own question.
I answer it because I can't. A lot of times I can't remember the answer. But what's your favorite pie?
Lemon meringue.
Lemon meringue, and I do love pumpkin pie, but it has to have.
Oh no.
Cool Whip on it.
Kind of like a
pecan
cheesecake.
Cheesecake. Oh, those cheesecakes.
That kind of a pie.
Anything, yeah, anything with a crust on it is considered a pie. And that little critter that was eating the grape that my nephew had, it's called a sugar glider. And I asked him where he gets those at, and he said he got it at the state fair, but you can get them on Amazon, and they ship them all over the world. It's like, I don't know, $50 to ship it though. And they do it overnight shipping, so it doesn't die.
You mean
yeah, it says
only for shipping?
Just for shipping it, yeah. And then I don't know how much it costs to get the cute little critter.
How big is the sugar glider? What is it?
I showed it in a video. It was just a little teeny little critter, and
who would want to spend $50 for that?
Well, I don't know. Okay, the next one, and it was a really cute little critter, but he says that he got it at the fair. Okay, Lisa Davis. What month was each of your grandchildren born in? Thanks again for sharing some of your life with all of us. Your vlogs sure make me feel good. Well, thank you, Lisa. Yeah, the months that our grandchildren are born in, let's see, we'll come over here.
Take a picture of that and she can look at it there.
No, I'll just show it real quick here. I wonder if it'll focus. Let me see. Let's see. Maddie's born in January. None in February. And then in March is Tyra Zaid, Daisy and Taylor. April is Sydney, Dallin and May. No grandkids there. Cedric and Xander. I'm skipping past the adults. June. July is Henry. August is Ellie, Hudson, Evie. September is Ethan, Millie, and Sierra. And October is Amber, Kaylee, Catalina, Ambry. Did I say her? Hunter.
Amber.
Did I? And Charlotte. And Chase in November. And in December is Kyler, Naomi, Oliver, and Elizabeth.
Oh, that didn't take long to do it.
No, we thought it would take longer, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay, we'll come back here. Yeah, see, we thought that'd take a long time, but it didn't. We gotta get it set back up here. There we go. We're back. About wore us out to name the grandkids, huh?
They've heard your song before, though, right?
They've heard the song. Okay, Aunt Jules, love, 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 the sweetest memories of your family being together. Do you have all your siblings? Yes. Let's see, I haven't lost any. Your vlogs always warm my heart. Let's see, you haven't lost any at this time, have you? Just the twin boys that died.
At birth.
At birth. One 12 hours, one 24 hours, but we're all still alive. And the oldest, how old's Roy? 66, 67, something like that.
There's been a couple of
He's the oldest
How
one.
many have had a heart attack?
Brent, he's had a heart attack.
But he's doing fine.
But he's
now.
doing fine, yeah. Yeah. And the rest of us are still doing good. That was a good question. Okay, do you want to read that one?
Which, David?
Oh, that's the one you had his lameness. David Clark McCall, did you guys go Black Friday shopping? I've done it once.
Squeeze your nose and it gets rid of
I had to
it.
sneeze. Okay, yeah, Papa says that's a girl's thing. But I went once and I got really tired. I didn't really like it. But have you ever?
I've never had the desire to.
My daughters like doing it. I have one real diehard daughter. That's hard to say. Do it, but
Is that Julianne?
Julianne. But they have fun. They have friends they go out with and try and stay up as late as you can. And now the Black Friday shopping, they start early now. They'll start it all day long and then close at like 8 and have everybody go to
it's
bed.
extended a day here.
They want
Some of the
everybody.
sales,
They want
yeah.
everybody to go to bed. They want the workers to go to bed. And then what I like is shopping, Black Friday shopping, or they call it Monday, Cyber Monday, and just shop online. I like that one. That's a lot easier. Then you have to go to a bunch of stores. Okay, Bonnie Barber, and this is about the Bueller Christmas party. How did you guys find the time to get together? All get together, and we do that once a year for, because we're together for, well, actually every other year we do the Thanksgiving party, but we do get together every year for the Christmas party, and it's hard.
And taking the yearly photo of the family.
Yeah, and that's when we get our yearly photo, because that's 13. We got to get together with their spouses if their spouses come. And sometimes they
But
come,
for
sometimes
doing
they
it,
don't.
One of the daughters actually makes them available, the big portrait one, the big one. Everybody can get it.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. It says, and how in the world did your mom stand all the noise from all those children? Well, we were rarely in the house. We were at school or out working.
You're out in the farm.
Out
doing
on the
stuff.
farm, or in the summertime we were always outside playing.
Didn't you say
There wasn't much room in the house.
Sometimes your dad would need some work done, and they'd say,
Who's got their shoes
yeah,
on?
who's got their shoes
Yeah,
on?
I made sure I had my shoes off because I did not want to go out in the cold, in the dark, and hold the flashlight for him while he did some chore. So, but I remember her banging on the wall because we'd all sleep in the same room, and we'd get talking, and she'd bang on that wall. You kids get to sleep, and then we'd talk quieter. And then she'd bang again, get to sleep, and we'd talk even quieter. But she got so that we'd be in the living room watching TV after working outside all day, and we just loved to come in and watch TV
So
and get something to eat.
as soon as you got home from school, you'd start on your chores.
We just had to go out. Yeah, we weren't in the house much. But I remember we'd get in there, we'd be arguing or fighting or something, and Mom, she wouldn't even come in. She'd just take her shoe off and throw it. And we swear it could turn that corner. I don't know how she got that in there. She got so she could flip it and get that shoe would come whizzing past us. And we knew when that shoe came, that rhymes, come whizzing
Flying
past,
by,
that she was serious and we needed to be quiet. Or she'd take the coal shovel and she'd come in and she'd hit it on the side of the couch and we'd go, oh, we better be quiet. That's how she'd get us to be quiet. He's gone. He worked.
Oh.
We rarely saw him.
Did he work the night shift sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes he'd work. We wouldn't see him for a whole week. He'd just work the swing shift or something, and he'd be gone. And then when we did see him, he'd just put us to work. So we were glad when he had to work. When he had to work that long week
at the
steel plant. Yeah. And because he'd always put us to work, so we didn't have to work so much. He'd always leave a list. He goes, here's the list for these kids to do all week. And so we didn't see much of him. And she also wanted to know, how did your mom manage to raise all you kids to be so sweet and so sweet and to each other? Someone should write a book about you guys, at least write a movie. Yeah, I don't know how Mom was just really nice, and Dad had the firm hand. We'd line up to get our spankings, and I don't know why we'd stay in line. I guess we thought if we tried to get out of the line, he'd come after us. But we'd line up and get our spankings.
You mean you would all be spanked at once?
Yeah, we had to get in a line to get spanked because
nobody
would fess up to who did what. And so we just all would get spanked. And half the time we didn't know who did it. And nobody's going to fess up and say, oh, I did it. So we just all get our spanking and run off bawling. And
so on the bottom?
On the bottom.
With what, his hand or?
His hand, yeah. That's the softest spot on the body, so. And I am in the process of writing my life story. Didn't I, my last video, didn't I promise that I would do it this year? I would finish it. Oh, I made a New Year's resolution.
Tell them how many
said I would finish it, so now I got to do it.
Yeah.
I've got 14 journals. But I've got to write my life.
I started typing him up, but it was a lot of work.
Yeah, but I got to write my life story in story form. I want to call it Little House by the Dairy. Instead of Little House on the Prairie.
Oh.
Little House by the Dairy.
There's no dairy, though.
And...
Oh, the Bueller Dairy.
Yeah. There was a dairy about a mile away. It wasn't the Bueller Dairy.
Well, you guys had cows and milk.
But we didn't have a dairy. Oh. Well, the big silo.
Oh, that.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. But that's a good question, and that would be an interesting movie, wouldn't it? Tell about our lives. But I made that New Year's resolution. Let's see if I actually do it or not. When you tell somebody, it's more apt to get done.
See, Roseanne overbooks herself. She'll plan 10 things.
I do. I plan a lot of stuff.
And she just gets a piece of each one done because she can't say no to anything.
Yeah. Except for skating and skiing. I don't do that. And Peachum, said she watched the Thanksgiving video, and she wanted to know how I cooked that turkey and what juices did you put on it. So, because she asked that, I did a DIY on that. And you can cook it in a cooking bag, or I just have that pan, where it's closed in, and I cook it for 12, 14 hours. And I don't
very
do
tasty,
any special.
Very tender after.
It's just its own juice. It's just really good. But I'll post that DIY right now.
Doesn't it have about a half-inch of juice inside?
Yeah, I put water in it, and then it just turns out.
Where do you put the giblets?
The giblets. I leave those in and let them cook for a couple hours.
Inside the turkey?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I just feed them to the kitties. I haven't learned how to use those for.
Well, it has.
And the heart and the liver.
That's all good stuff.
Oh, it's funny. I was raised on a farm, but we just didn't eat those. I remember my mom cooked up liver once, and she actually made it taste good. But when you find out what liver is,
when I was little, the doctor told my mother to eat liver for the iron in it.
Yeah, they did tell. They even told women to eat it raw. I think a lot of them got sick by eating it raw. Oh, let's do one more. I would. This is Christina Talanda.
Oh,
Christina Talanda. I was wondering in the 40 years that you had supplies. This must be talking about our food storage.
Oh.
How many times did you need to rely on it, and for how long? If I lived out west, I would have supplies. I would have supplies too. Best to you.
no, but we use it constantly.
Yeah, we use it.
Because we rotate things in it.
Yeah, what we do is we kind of have it like a mini store, and we'll run out of ketchup, and I'll say go out in the storage room and get one, and then when I go to the store next, I make sure I replace it, and you rotate
like the paper towels and napkins are on the top.
It's kind of like our mini store, and we just keep rotating it in. So we use it all the time. What you don't use all the time is the one that's freeze dried and it has a shelf life of 25 years. That one just sits there and you don't use it.
You don't have to use it.
You don't have to use it. The only one I would use would maybe be a dried soup mix in an emergency. Like you think, oh, I'm supposed to take soup to the church function, and you hurry and add water to that and take it, and it's really good. But that's a really good question. We'll go ahead and close, and why don't you read that quote there? Oh.
I read it.
Oh, he's reading it to himself.
Look at how many lines there are. What if there's a word I can't say on there? Okay, so it shows families. See the cool looking little kids, people holding hands in the family.
Okay.
It says generations before us and after us, depending on us to follow Christ, so that we can be an eternal family of God.
That's right. They're dependent on us to follow Christ, and just do your best. Do the best that you can with what you got, and just know that you're not forgot. Does that rhyme?
It didn't rhyme with that.
Do the best with what you got, and know that you're not forgot.
Okay, that rhymes.
Okay. Anyway, that's a struggler. All right.
You try to make everything rhyme.
I know I do. Okay. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Give us thumbs up, and good night, everybody.